Welcome to Today's Homeowner with Danny Lipford. Expert advice on improving your home from the pages of Today's Homeowner magazine and remodeling contractor Danny Lipford.
Well, welcome to the show. Well, out with the old and in with the new. We're in the process of a bathroom remodeling where we're not only remodeling an existing bathroom, but expanding the bathroom by adding a small addition to the rear of this house to create a more modern master bathroom. Now, on this week's show, we'll talk with several experts on what's involved in selecting a lot of the components for your bathroom, including your lavatory faucet, your shower valve, also your mirrors and your shower door. We've got a lot of information for you if you're thinking about doing a bathroom remodeling, so don't go anywhere. Stay with us. Well, obviously there's a remodeling project taking place nearby this bedroom where all the furniture has been covered up with lightweight plastic to control the dust. Also a great idea when you're doing a remodeling project to put down brown paper like this, good thick paper that allows you to cover up the travel areas from the center of the house over to the bathroom expansion we have going on behind us through this doorway. Now, this is like many older homes, not enough closets, and the space that was allotted for the master bathroom was very, very small to today's standards. Now, let me show you what the homeowners have had to deal with over all these years. A very small bathroom leading in through the doorway, a single lavatory, small space for the toilet, and a standard 5-foot tub shower unit. What we'll be doing is building a 6-foot by 8-foot addition, which 8 foot's the same width as the existing bathroom, moving the toilet out to this area and building a small wall between the toilet and a new very nice shower. We'll have a seat on the rear part of it here. Then we'll be removing this wall entirely, opening up this space, then changing the existing lavatory from a single bowl to a double bowl, full cabinetry, medicine cabinet on each side, and really creating some great space within this bathroom by only adding just a 6-foot extension onto the rear of the house. Now, let me show you the progress we've made so far on it. Now, you can see the back wall of the house ran right along here, and you can just imagine how small this bathroom actually was, with the ceramic tile on the walls, the little vanity, and the tub area really didn't leave much room to move around in that bathroom. But by bringing it out the 6-foot, 6'8" addition that we have, gives plenty of room for us to tuck the toilet back in here. This is one of the space considerations you need to think about when you're designing your bathroom, is to allow at least 36-inch width in any space you're placing the toilet. Here we've been able to get out to about 38 inches. Now, over on the other side of this wall, and this wall we've carried up to about 7'2" height. Instead of carrying it all the way to the ceiling, which would really close the room in, we stopped it at this point and then vaulted the ceiling up real nice to give you even more of a feeling of space within this room. Also, a partition wall like this gives you an opportunity to maybe put some plants up here, or other decorating ideas can be used with a wall like this. Now, this area will be a very nice custom walk-in shower. It's 4 feet wide and 5 feet long, 5 feet deep, and the back part of it here will allow 1 foot for a seat, bench seat, to go all the way across. Another thing we did at the request of the homeowner is to raise the shower head up a little bit more than normal. Since the homeowner's a little taller than normal, this accommodates that need, and that's one of the requests we get from a lot of homeowners. You may also notice we have a green color on the wall here because it's moisture resistant drywall. Instead of regular drywall in these areas that are prone to a lot of moisture, we go with the moisture resistant rock that really helps to repel any of that moisture. We'll be installing cultured marble directly over it a little bit later in the show. Over on this side, it gives you an idea of how we've gone from a very small lavatory to a full 8-foot width, and we'll be putting cabinetry all the way across with doors and drawers for storage, and then the cultured marble top will work out nicely on top of that. Over here we have a medicine cabinet, as well as on the other side. All of these will really help in the storage needs that the homeowners have within this bathroom. Now, we were fortunate here in that it was very easy for us to add on to the rear of this house to really expand the bathroom like we needed to. The exterior work is pretty well done, but stay with us and we'll show you the completion of the inside.
Get ready to review your fix-it list as Danny and today's Homeowner Magazine repair and maintenance editor Joe Trewini show you this week's simple solution, brought to you by Dodge.
You know, it can really be aggravating when you're working on top of a ladder trying to keep up with all the tools.
One idea is to get a 4-inch diameter metal electrical box and screw it to the top step of the ladder. Fasten it with 2 3/4-inch long screws. Be sure the screws aren't any longer, they might poke through the underside. Then you have a place for storing small bits and fasteners that won't roll off. And if you throw a magnet in there, that'll hold them in place as well. Then also drill 2 3/8-inch diameter holes in the top step, and you have a handy place to store a couple of screwdrivers. Drill only 2 holes and none larger than 3/8 in diameter, or you might weaken the top step.
And of course you need to keep your hammer handy all the time, and a nice hammer holster that's made to fit on your belt can be attached to the side of the ladder. This only costs about $3 plus the cost for everything else. Less than $5, you've got a customized ladder. You know, one thing about remodeling a bathroom, it's a relatively small area and should move along very quickly in the remodeling process if the homeowner makes all the decisions, places the order, and receives the order for everything they need in the bathroom before the project starts. Now, this is particularly true if you pick maybe a unique item that may not be in stock, has to be ordered. That could take 2 or 3 weeks, which can be a big problem if you're right in the middle of the demolition stage. And one of the things you have to select very early in the project is the shower valve, because the plumber needs this valve body to be able to install it inside the wall before the wall is actually covered up. There's a number of things to think about when selecting a shower valve.
In remodeling the bathroom, I think the first thing to consider is the function that you're looking for. And what that means is that if you're doing the shower, for example, do you want a massage shower? Do you want a handheld shower? It's also important to consider a pressure balance shower. That today is pretty much mandated by code, but a lot of homeowners are not aware that they need to specify a shower valve that is pressure balanced, so that when someone flushes the toilet in some other part of the house, there's not going to be a danger of scalding.
Now, one thing that's really nice about a handheld shower one that may be attached to a shower, it allows you to keep a large shower like this nice and clean. Also, if you have a large enough shower, you may think about having a seat installed in the rear of the shower stall. It's a great place to sit down, and also a nice place to kind of put shampoo bottles and conditioner bottles that always end up in a shower stall. But when this is installed in a shower stall, you need to make sure the contractor allows a nice slope towards the inside so that any water that hits up into this area will roll right back into the drain. The same is true for the curb on the front of the shower. The little footboard on top needs to slant towards the center of the shower, again, so that any of the water that comes onto it will roll right back into the pan itself. Now, it's very important from a safety standpoint that you have some texture or a little bit of traction on the bottom of the pan here. That way it can reduce the chance of anyone slipping and falling. Also, in using ceramic tile, it's very easy to use the smaller tiles, which will create more grout joints, which will create great traction and keep you from slipping down. Here, this made out of cultured marble. The cultured marble manufacturer created a little bit of texture on it that'll prevent any problem along those lines. Now, this is a cultured marble type material. This can also be created with ceramic tile, solid surface material, granite, or various other surfaces to create your own style of shower stall. You know, talking about personality and style creates a real problem for many homeowners in selecting a very essential element to any bathroom, and that's the lavatory faucet. There's a number of things to think about when you're selecting your lavatory faucet.
When you're choosing a faucet, you first need to decide, do you want a 4-inch center, an 8-inch center, a single hole, 2-handle, 1-handle, lots of features there. From there you should go to the valving. Ceramic disc valving is the most important thing, and all of the American Standard faucets have ceramic disc valving. It offers you very smooth handle operation and a limited lifetime warranty, a drip-free warranty, so very key. And then you have your finishes. Finishes have really expanded over the last few years. Not only do we have traditional chrome, polished brass, and gold, but we've expanded into some of the satin finishes, black nickel, and also mixage, which means you have a mixture of chrome and polished brass together.
Now, one piece of information that does need to be conveyed to the contractor early is the spread of the faucet that you selected, whether it's a 4-inch or 8-inch. Here the homeowner went with an 8-inch spread, and the plumber's already drilled his holes for the new faucet, because when the cultured marble countertop was installed here on the job, there were no holes drilled. That way you could go with either 4-inch or 8-inch or any type of arrangement that you would like, since the holes are drilled out on the job. Now, if you have a drop-in type sink, which is also very common, you have to select exactly which sink has the 4-inch or 8-inch before you order that. So that's something you need to consider very early in any bathroom remodeling. Of course, the countertop's in and the cabinets are in. They're a birch wood cabinet that has a lacquer white finish on it, real durable and real popular because of the amount of light that it gives you in a room like this with all the reflective nature of the shiny surface. Also, they've utilized everything, every little corner real well with little shelves inside like this. Also, 2 doors on the bottom here and 2 drawers, and then a bank of drawers here, which is real convenient for bathroom storage. You can stand any of your cans up in there or throw any of your hair dryers in there. Perfect. And then a little smaller drawer here on the top. Also, Cabinet Man made all of the medicine cabinets. And when the mirror man is on the job installing both the mirror over the lavatory as well as the shower door, he'll bring some little glass shelves that'll be put in here to make this very easy to keep nice and clean. Another decision that was a little tricky for the homeowner, as it is most of the time, is flooring. So again, there's so much to choose from when you're dealing with flooring. Here they chose a 12-inch. I noticed the ceramic tile contractor left us a piece here in case there's any damage. This is a 12-inch by 12-inch. It's about 3/8 of an inch thick. And the homeowners made a good decision on selecting something with not very much of a glaze on it. Again, keeping it from being too slick on the floor once it gets wet. Also, a good decision was made in the selection of grout in going with a darker grout, this a gray color, instead of a real light grout that can really show a lot of the discoloration that can happen when you have moisture in a bathroom. You know, there's a lot of selections to make when you're doing a bathroom remodeling, and we'll give you some more information and guidelines on making those decisions and some great tips when we come back. Stay with us.
It's time to check out this week's Best New Product with Danny and today's Homeowner Magazine Editor-in-Chief, Paul Spring. Brought to you by the Home Depot.
Paul, you know, over the last few years, I've seen a lot of different designs for pole pruners, but this has to be one of the most clever ones I've ever seen.
Oh, I love this one, Danny. This is the Fiskars pruning stick, and the first thing you may notice about it is it's relatively short. It's just 62 inches long. That's because it's designed for pruning not only up high in branches, but down low and at median heights as well. Now, the way it's able to do that is it has a rotating head. You take the lock off, bring that around like that, lock it again, and you can go over to something like a shrub and prune away. And you can use that mid-handle to do that.
Now, you know, one of the things that I've noticed also is anytime you try to use most pole pruners in a tree, all the ropes get all tangled up, and I'll have to admit I've had a few rope burns from working it that way. So this is real clever how it has the internal mechanism all together here.
It does. It has a chain and cable drive, which is the best. It's all hidden in there. It's a bypass pruner with a non-stick blade, so it's really very efficient, very slick.
Okay, well, let's see how it works on this tree up here.
Sure. Again, we're going to take it, straighten it out like this, and bring it right up here. When you extend it out, you're going to get as much as 12 feet of extension, and you can either pull from the middle or from back down here, and there you go.
Well, that's great. That really is a great tool and another best new product. Here's your shower door, right? Well, all of the mirrors have been installed, and we're in the process of installing the shower door on the custom shower. And here to talk with me about it is Trey Blankenship, who is taking care of all of the installation here. Now, tell us first of all about the mirror. What are some of the choices homeowners have?
They could go with the standard mirror, which is no trim, 1/4-inch plate installed. And we've got a bevel strip that we do a lot of, which is real nice looking. And what we do is we surface apply it, and we 45-degree miter the corners, and that works real nice. And then there's a silver J-mold and a gold J-mold. It would depend on the finish of the shower enclosure or the plumbing fixtures. And then some people choose to have a carpenter build a wood frame to go around the mirror. So.
Now this is a large mirror here, and I'm sure it would not be suggested for a homeowner to try to do this themselves. What do you think?
That's correct. We've got a glass truck that transports glass. We've got suction cups that actually bring the mirror into the house, which without those you just really can't get the mirrors to the job in the first place.
And they're easy to break as well.
Very easy. If you just so slightly set this incorrectly, it'll chip it or break it, and you basically have to go get a new mirror.
Okay, probably a good rule of thumb on that is a 3-foot by 3-foot mirror is probably small enough and easy enough to work and to install yourself. Anything larger than that, better leave it to a pro.
That's right.
Now, talking about something else that may be best left to a pro to install is a shower door like this one. First of all, let's talk about the glass. I say it's kind of a fluted or reeded type glass.
That's what it is. It's called reed. It's a clear reed. There's also a Flutex reed, which is an obscure type reed. And we're doing a lot of these now, and we also do a lot of clear. Every once in a while we're doing an obscure type of glass, which basically was real popular in the 60s and 70s. Now it's getting a little bit outdated. This obscure type reed is a whole lot more popular now than the old obscure.
Real nice, really
It's
good.
nice looking, it is.
And of course, one of the other choices that you have to make is on the actual aluminum finish itself.
Right.
And I know generally the homeowner will try to match this color of the aluminum with the color of the fixture, such as the lavatory faucet. What are some of the other colors available in that?
Well, there's gold that you see here. There's a polished chrome or silver. There's white, which is real popular. There is a bronze, which is fairly popular. And then there is a color selection that has every color you could possibly want. I mean, you could literally get any color you want.
I see, because I know
Costs
that
a
they're
little
getting
bit more.
Sure, getting a lot into those kind of colors that you're able to really
That's
adapt
right,
like
that's
that.
right.
Now, what about cost on this? What would you look at in terms of a professionally installed shower door like this?
This unit would run about $500 installed.
I see.
And then we've got standard doors like this door alone without the side lights and the other trim. That would run about $300.
I see. Okay. And of course, this is all safety glass, a very important aspect
right.
of it to have good tempered glass. And Trey, thanks for talking with us about this. And when we come back, after Ray completes his work and our Around the Yard segment, we'll see the finished bathroom. So stay with us.
Now, let's go outside for Around the Yard with Danny and lawn and garden expert Jennifer Brennan. Brought to you by Scott's Lawn Products, for a great lawn, guaranteed.
Jennifer, you know, I just love the annuals and how they add a lot of color to the perimeter of this bed. It seems like it'd be real easy to plant these, but I'm sure you got a few tips for us.
I do, Danny. This is a cell pack, and it has 6 plants in the pack. And you buy them in a flat form, so there's 36. The secret, though, is to get them out of the pack. So you kind of push and massage the bottom of this to loosen the roots up, and then pull the plant out. Then check the roots. Look at this. This root system is very nice, but you do want to tickle the roots, loosen them up, and that you rough them up with your fingernails, and that encourages them to grow away from that root ball. Now you dig the hole, and this is excellent soil. I hope everyone has soil this nice. And you dig the root, and then you want to plant it as deep as it was growing in the pack. Firm the soil down around it with your hands, and then water it in.
Of course, not only watering it now is important, but at least a couple times a week. Well, the custom shower is complete, and the fluted glass shower enclosure is complete as well. And this bathroom is ready to move in. We accomplished what the homeowners set out to do here in taking the original back wall of the house and extending out 6 feet by 8 feet to create a nice, spacious master bathroom.